Back now, 7:44 with really important information for all parents. Just this morning, the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases is out with new guidelines on when and how infants should be introduced to foods that contain peanut products. Here to break them down is NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar. Natalie, good to see you.
Good morning, Matt.
Right off the bat, the headline here is not some earth-shaking new guideline. It's that the guidelines have been formalized.
Exactly. So we've had landmark studies and emerging data over the last number of years that have suggested that introduction of peanut-containing products to high-risk kids, infants, could actually lower the incidence of developing a peanut allergy. So now we've taken that research and actually formalized it into a guideline.
You mentioned high risk. We're going to break it down to three different groups. Let's start with these infants who are at high risk of developing an allergy. First of all,
peanut allergy.
Yeah, peanut allergy. How do you assess that risk?
The high risk kids are defined as those that have either or an egg allergy or severe eczema. And severe eczema is defined as persistent eczema since birth and refractory to treatment with topical steroids, moisturizer, bathing, etc.
All right, so what are the guidelines in terms of introducing those infants to peanut products?
Okay, they are recommending for these high-risk infants that between the ages of 4 to 6 months, not as a first food, the kids have already started solids,
right.
They should be introduced to peanut-containing foods. And this is probably something that has to hit home to all of our viewers. This is not peanuts. Peanuts can cause a choking, right? So we want to talk about peanut butter and other peanut-containing food.
Next group, infants with a moderate risk of developing a peanut allergy.
With a moderate risk, those are considered children who have something called mild to moderate eczema. Egg allergy is not part of this. Those children can safely be introduced to a peanut-containing product, again, not a first food,
right,
but peanut at this age.
Okay, and let's move on now. Now we're talking about infants at low risk for developing these kinds of allergies. What are the guidelines?
Low-risk infants are considered those that have neither eczema nor an egg allergy. They can also be safely introduced to peanut-containing products at the age of 6 months. Important to note that just like any new food introduction, what are the signs are you looking for? You're looking for a rash, you're looking for itching, you're certainly looking for any evidence of shortness of breath, etc.
And by the way, one of the recommendations says if you're going to introduce these things, sometimes you have to do it in the presence of a doctor.
And that goes back to the kids who are considered high risk. They advise definitely a consultation with an allergist, getting a skin test, and if the skin test is positive at a certain amount, the introduction of the peanut-containing compound should be done only in the specialist's office, not at home.
We are going to put these guidelines, these formalized guidelines, up on our website for parents to check out. Natalie, thank you very much. Coming up on Pop Start.